Hey Jason, Gordie Johnson, how you doing?
Hey Gordie, very good. I'm sure you're very busy on this day, certainly in Moncton.
Yeah.
So Gordie, life must be great. You guys got a new album coming out, and touring Canada soon, and more. I'm sure you got more
Mhm.
tour dates coming out.
Yeah, they keep announcing more dates about every other week. There's some things starting to happen for us in the US as well. We went to Europe 4 times last year, and we hope to do some more of that in 2016.
So this summer, were you very busy with the band?
Summer I was busy with all of my different music projects. Playing steel guitar with Sit Down Servant. We were busy this summer. I did some shows with Loudmouth Mason, of course, a bunch of Big Sugar shows. I was playing bass for Rich Robinson of the Black Crowes. I went and did a bunch of dates with him. I just keep busy playing music.
And calling all the youth, the album cover. Where did the idea come for that?
Oh, just going through my old reggae records. I got a big crate of, I got an entire section devoted just to reggae music. So I got a lot of old beat up old reggae records, and I was like, oh man, I wish I had a record look like that. So that's what we did.
I'm sure you're impressed that vinyl's back popular now, and people's buying it, and you guys are producing on vinyl. So it's a good thing for vinyl now, would you say?
Yeah, it's a great time for vinyl. You have a lot of options as far as people pressing and mastering and all that stuff for vinyl. And it's man, I love that format. Just having that big album cover you can hold. Look at the art and stuff. It's just really great.
Gordy, now you guys are playing with AC/DC tonight. That should be an exciting feeling.
Yeah, I've seen ACDC a few times, and the excitement never wears off, man. I mean, I'm more excited to see them play than I am to play myself. I mean, I'm I'm stoked to play. We're always happy to play, but yeah, I'm kind of just excited to see their show.
And I'm sure this will open a whole different venue for you guys. The people that will discover Big Sugar, today or tonight, I should say. Ain't that a good
Yeah,
thing?
well, there'll be 50,000 of them, so we'll see what they think.
That's awesome. Hopefully you guys sell lots of stuff at the merch booth.
Yeah, I mean, I think people come to an ACDC concert, they're gonna buy ACDC merch. The merch people were like, well, believe it or not, you won't sell that much merch. Everybody wants their Angus Young T-shirt. Well, that's cool. I just want to leave everybody with the music. We're used to playing a 2-hour show, so to go up and play a 1-hour show, it's very condensed, and we definitely let people know that we got a catalog of songs.
And talking about catalog, you guys got a lot of albums out up till now, some platinums, and a lot of singles.
Hmm.
Creating a set list, for a night like this should be a little bit more difficult, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, well, some of the older songs, like we have even put them into medleys or like combine two songs into one, things like that, just so that people they get to hear the stuff they remember. But we're also, because of the new record, we're also playing new songs. So you want to play, an entire, full length version of a new song. So
Right.
just having to balance that.
And Gordy, we're seeing some impressive guitars on your Facebook page, for Big Sugar. How big is your collection for guitars?
It's pretty big. It's pretty big.
What's some of your important ones, that you really cherish?
Um, recently we did a photo shoot, and I had my Gibson signature model prototype when Gibson approached me to do a signature model, which is a great honor. We had sort of an experimental version of that guitar, which I've been playing it for a dozen years, but it looks about 100 years old because I toured with my Texas band Grady for years playing that guitar, and so it's very aged. So that's definitely one. It's probably not the most valuable guitar, but it is definitely one of my favorites.
Now, going to guitars and tones and amps, do you like invest a lot of time to discovering new tones for yourself, or just keep the old
Mm,
faithful going?
no, to tell you the truth, man, I don't think too much about it. I plug in and I play, and we've tried different amps, and different times when you're sometimes you're doing a fly in, and they'll just have gear waiting there for you if you don't have all your own gear.
Right.
And honestly, man, it sounds the same. I plug in my guitar and I make my sound. I get up and sit in with other bands. I get up and sit in with Government Mule, Warren Haynes, the Black Crows, any of those people. I sit down and plug into whatever amp they got and play, and it sounds about the same. So I don't spend too much time thinking about it.
Well, it's a good question to ask, because there are a lot of people that do concentrate, hard on this, but there's people that, just go on the fly, and do it as it is.
I think it's all I got. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that's the tone. It's just the sound I make with my hands.
It's all in the
It's
hands.
not my equipment doesn't make that sound for me.
And Gordie, one last thing for the album there, for the new calling all the you. I see you guys are using SoundCloud, as a form of promotion. Is that the way of the future, in all aspects of promotions now?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's there are so many ways for people to hear your music now. I would hope that people hear it on SoundCloud and then buy it on vinyl, or they hear it on SoundCloud, they'll look for it on Apple Music, or I mean, there's so many subscription services now where people don't actually have to buy your record; they can just hear it by clicking on it. So, I think it all helps promote what you're doing. Of course, we like it if people, buy our product, but if it turns into, a devoted fan somewhere down the line, I think it's good.
But with that, you guys selling CDs anymore, or is it mostly vinyl and digital?
There are still people that want CDs, believe it or not. I've actually considered maybe going back to making cassettes.
Wow.
I think that's going to be I really think that could be the next old format that people dig. I don't think 8-tracks are going to come back, but cassette decks, man, you can find cassette players for no money everywhere. They're so cheap, and most of them still work. Those things didn't really break down. So, kind of interested to see if my prediction comes true.
So yeah, you might be right on that one. Well, Gordie, you have a great time in Moncton, New Brunswick,
Yeah,
with AC/DC. I'm sure it's getting crazy by the minute down there.
thank you very much.
All right. Well, you have a great
talking to
show,
you, man.
and we'll talk to you again another day.
Cool.
All right. You have a good one.
Bye-bye. All right, bye-bye.
Bye bye.